At the beginning of the movie, we are introduced to Ray Pluto. At the request of his friend and partner Jerry Cubbins, the hero goes to a diner for burgers, complaining of a sore back. When Ray makes an order, the establishment is suddenly attacked by a man in a red pickup truck. The hero decides to fight him back, since he works as a police officer. However, instead Ray grabs his sore back and falls, losing consciousness. His weapon is picked up by a boy. Having learned about what happened, the hero's boss, Sean Phillips, becomes furious and decides to suspend the employee from work. Ray's case passes into the hands of Dimitri. The hero tells about the trouble to Jerry, hoping that when his back recovers, Sean will return him a good place. A friend advises Ray to see a massage therapist to get rid of his back ailment. The hero reacts skeptically, believing he needs a real doctor. Meanwhile, the news reports on how a boy named Ricky stopped a thug from attacking a diner. A guy named Juan Benitez is fighting with his daughter, Maribel, believing that her boyfriend has ruined the hallway with a drawing. In the scandal accidentally falls into the scandal and Ray, but seeks to leave. At home, the hero remembers about his dead wife and daughter, and decides to distract himself with the help of illegal substances and a program with fitness. Jerry gives his friend the number of a good masseur. The next day, Clades enters Ray's house in an extravagant red suit. Together with his buddy named Duke, he uses a mannequin to practice subtle ways of taking people's lives. The partners do this in order to create a believable scenario. In line at the masseur's office, Ray once again hears reproaches in his direction. Doctor and Beamer informs a man that his back pain may be caused by a curvature of the spine. At the massage session, Ray feels more comfortable and looks at the girl. Meanwhile, Maribel convinces her classmates that she will soon get a tattoo, although she remembers that her father forbade her to do so. The girl goes after guys named Ping Pong and Jojo and says she wants to get a tattoo on her shoulder. One invites Ray to go fishing, saying that he bought a fishing rod for his daughter, but his daughter has never used it. In the stairwell, the hero meets Duke and his buddy, who decide to ask the policeman about his work. Clades asks if he's ever seen anyone impaled by a dart, as they really need to add verisimilitude to the script. Upon learning that the hero has never seen anything like this, the guys are overjoyed, because it will definitely add to their originality and recognizability. Ray finally gets into his apartment, and soon brings his boss Sean a medical certificate. Dr. Beamer believes that the man is already strong enough and ready to perform his official duties. Phillips allows the hero to return to work, but does so reluctantly. Ray quarrels with Dimitri and listens to an interview with Ricky, who believes that the policeman just did not know what to do, but now it has been explained to him quite lucidly. The hero is upset by these words and jokes of his colleagues, causing him to leave with Jerry. At this time, Clades and Duke are desperately trying to come up with a unique title for their movie. From this, a new dispute ensues: what race will their characters be? Jerry decides to ask his friend how he feels after the tragedy with his family, the diner situation and everything else. Ray, however, says nothing and learns that his partner is anxious about his possibly unconventional orientation. Jerry is visibly anxious, believing that he will lose his friend because of it. However, Ray asks him to calm down and see a specialist. At another massage session, Dr. Beamer reports that there is a noticeable change for the better. The hero confirms this, saying that his pain has decreased. Ray decides to chat with the masseuse and find out where she's coming from. Dr. Beamer finally corrects Ray's fifth vertebrae, after which she unexpectedly kisses him. Soon the masseuse comes to her senses and offers to have lunch together for starters. Maribel brags to her friends that she will soon get a real tattoo, despite her father's prohibition. Meanwhile, one finally goes fishing with Ray. The man says that he used to love going there with his daughter, but now their relationship leaves much to be desired. Ray tries to help his friend, and says that it's just a transitional age and soon Maribel will come to her senses. Suddenly Jojo appears on the horizon and points his gun at Juan. The hero manages to disarm him with a fishing rod, but Ping Pong takes over. The guys are frightened by such a harsh repulse and run away, while Ray and Juan try to understand what motivated them to such a terrible act. Meanwhile, Duke and Clades discuss what award their film will win when it hits theaters. Clades asks which one of them will get up on stage first if the stairs are too narrow, which causes a new argument. Duke suggests they think about it after the script is finished. Ray, Ann and Beamer go to a nice restaurant for dinner. The masseuse is not happy that the people at the next table use tobacco, and she decides to get back at them in a peculiar way. Juan's wife worries that she will not pass the English test because it is too difficult. The man supports her and says that he is confident in his wife's excellent results. Maribel, meanwhile, is painting graffiti in the entryway, which Juan strongly scolds. The girl notices Ray and in coming up and pretends not to paint the wall. At home, the hero shows the masseuse his exercises. Anne loses control of herself again and kisses the man, this time without pulling away. Meanwhile, a satisfied Juan leaves his apartment, but this decision proves fatal. He is suddenly attacked from behind by an armed ping-pong. Jojo enters Maribel's room and demands money for Juan's massacre. The girl gives the money and ping-pong decides to finish off her father for good. Meanwhile, Cletus is practicing a scene from the script, yelling out the window that he sees criminals. Jojo thinks it's about them and tries to escape. The hero talks to Anne and jokes that such exercises will definitely help his back and should be included in the program. Ray once again has a dream where his wife and daughter get into an accident. Suddenly the hero wakes up because of strange sounds in the entryway. Duke reports that someone has injured Juan, and there's real chaos going on downstairs. Using his police ID, Ray goes down to the apartment and quarrels with Dimitri, after which he comforts Maribel. The newspapers get an article titled, "While a grief cop sleeps, crimes are happening right under his nose." In Sean's office, Ray asks for the case to be given to him, but the chief does not agree. From his conversation with Dimitri, the hero realizes that he intends to blame Maribel for what happened because of her disagreement with her father. Ping Pong and Jojo learn from the newspapers that Juan is in intensive care. The boys are greatly disturbed by the screams in the neighboring window, but hope no one will reveal them. Cletus suggests reconsidering the boyfriend and darts idea, since it doesn't reek of coldness like the nightmare with Juan. During the work, Ray behaves rudely because of the fact that the case was given to Dimitri. Jerry advises him to get over it and do his assignments well. Ray considers himself a loser, and tells him that if he hadn't wanted to buy the paper, his wife would be alive right now. Jerry comforts his friend, saying that it's not his fault, and offers him a vacation. Ray agrees and buys a new candle. In the doorway of the entranceway, the hero runs into Juan's wife, who is going to the hospital. Ray tries to talk to Maribel, thinking that if the attacker has a scar on his cheek, it's the same guys who attacked them while fishing. The girl says she didn't see the scar, and the hero leaves disappointed. At home, Ray calls Anne and tells her that it's not worth rushing into their relationship and that the whole thing is a bad idea. The man takes a roll out of the candle and decides to relax again, watching gymnastics on TV. The pleasant evening is interrupted by the appearance of Duke and his buddy, who ask for help with the script of the movie, promising to put the detective's name in the credits. Ray agrees, and the guys tie him to a chair. Duke opens the door to get his food, but Ping Pong and his partner burst into the apartment. Ray notices Juan's chain around Jojo's neck, and realizes that they are the ones who attacked his friend. The criminals decide to destroy everyone in the apartment to leave no witnesses, and believe that Cletus saw them. Ray tricks Ping Pong into going to the window and pushes him out. An epic confrontation ensues between Joe and the hero, watched by the directors who mark scenes for a future movie. Jojo almost manages to defeat his opponent with his bare hands, but a knife, which was stuck there at the beginning of the battle, suddenly falls from the ceiling. The weapon falls directly on the criminal and takes him out of the game. Duke and Cletus admire Ray. Afterward, the man goes to the boss, having previously grabbed Juan's chain. However, Sean is outraged because the hero took the assignment away from Dimitri and acted arbitrarily. The chief talks to the mayor of the city, and promises that Ray will definitely get a promotion and become a senior detective. Dimitri watches this with undisguised dislike and resentment. At the police station, everyone shakes Ray's hand with respect and admiration, considering him a hero. Dimitri talks to Jerry, and assumes that Maribel is somehow involved in the case, because she allegedly failed to notice the severe scar on Jojo's cheek. Meanwhile, Cletus and Duke realize that what happened to them the day before provides a great basis for a movie script, and correlates with the title, which is incredible. The guys are having fun, thinking they're about to get into Cannes. Ray publicly receives an award from the mayor of the city and goes to Juan's hospital. There, Maribel realizes how much she loves her father and cries. Ray makes peace with him and goes to see her to patch up not only his back, but possibly his life again. This is the end of the movie. Thank you all for watching this video to the end. Give this video a like. Write in the comments what you think about this movie, and see you in new videos.